Right, picture this. Pub, Friday night. The air is thick with laughter and the clinking of glasses. You can almost smell the mix of beer and cologne. Bloke at the bar, charming as a rogue with a winning lottery ticket. His smile, disarming. His eyes, full of mischief. Tells you your laugh sounds like wind chimes, calls you love. His words are like honey, sweet and sticky. You're thinking, this one's different. He's not. But in that moment, you want to believe he is. 2 weeks later, he's borrowing 20 quid for petrol money and blaming you for his dog soiling the carpet. Classic. The charm fades, revealing the cracks. We've all been there, haven't we? Sharing stories with friends, each one more ridiculous than the last. Seduced by the initial sparkle, only to find out it's fool's gold. The shine that caught your eye was just a trick of the light. The truth is, toxic people are masters of disguise. They wear masks so well you'd think they were born with them. They study the script, learn the lines, their opening act, Oscar-worthy, every gesture, every word meticulously planned. But the curtain always falls, revealing the monster beneath. The facade crumbles, and the truth stands stark and ugly. And the worst part? They always seem to sniff out the good ones, don't they? It's like they have a radar for kindness, like flies on, well, you get the picture. They swarm, they cling, and they leave you feeling used and discarded. Let's be honest, love. Some people are walking, talking kick-me signs. They're kind to a fault, overly trusting, desperate to please. They practically wear a sign that says, doormat, used generously. Toxic types, they see that sign a mile off. They can smell vulnerability like a dog sniffing out a discarded burger. These predators, they thrive on control, on drama, on having someone to blame for their own shortcomings. And who better to target than someone who'd apologize for breathing the same air? It's a twisted game, innit? But understanding the rules is the first step to changing them. Ever notice how some people are drawn to broken wings and shattered halos? It's like they have this innate desire to mend what's broken, to heal what's hurt. They see a fractured soul and think, I can be the one to fix this. They see a train wreck and think, I can fix that. They believe their love, their effort, can piece together the wreckage and make it whole again. They mistake emotional baggage for a charmingly vintage suitcase. They think, this is just a part of their charm, something that makes them unique. Listen, love. You can't fix someone else's mess. It's not your job to clean up after someone who doesn't want to be cleaned up, especially not someone who enjoys wallowing in it. Some people find comfort in their chaos, and no amount of your effort will change that. You end up getting covered in the muck. Their problems become your problems, and soon, you're the one feeling weighed down. And let me tell you, it's harder to get emotional grime off than it is to remove red wine from a white carpet. Emotional stains linger. They seep into your soul. Trust me on that one. I've been there, trying to scrub away the pain, only to find it spreading further. The harsh truth is, sometimes people need to hit rock bottom before they look up and see the light. They need to realize their own strength, their own ability to climb out of the darkness. Don't let yourself be their crash mat. Don't cushion their fall at the expense of your own well-being. You'll end up bruised, battered, and questioning your own sanity. Remember, you deserve to be whole too. You deserve to be happy. Ever feel like you're walking around with a big neon sign above your head that says, insecure, handle with caution? Yeah, well, join the Bloody Club. The thing is, low self-esteem, it's like a siren song for toxic people. They see it as an open invitation to waltz in and take whatever they fancy. Your time, your energy, your sanity. They'll drain you dry, then complain that you tasted a bit bland. Because here's the kicker, right? Toxic people, they need someone to validate their own warped sense of self-worth. And what better way to feel powerful than to have someone who constantly seeks their approval, even when they treat you like yesterday's chips? Listen, love, if your life was a house, boundaries would be the bloody walls, yeah? They keep the good stuff in and the bad stuff out. Problem is, some of us are living in houses with more holes than a slice of Swiss cheese. And guess what? Toxic people, they love a good open-door policy. They'll stroll right in, rearrange the furniture, and help themselves to your biscuit tin without even asking. You need to learn to say, "Bugger off," firmly, politely, if you must. But make it clear that this is your gaff, and they're not welcome to camp out and trash the place. Right, so here's the thing. I know what you're thinking, Ricky mate. This is bleak. You're making my soul feel like a damp tea bag. But stick with me, love, because there's light at the end of this metaphorical tunnel. See, I knew this woman once. Lovely lass. Heart of gold, but daft as a brush. Let this bloke walk all over her. Took him back more times than I care to count. Then one day something clicked. She realized her worth, found her voice, kicked him to the curb, metaphorical boot up his backside. And you know what? She blossomed. Found someone who treated her right, who saw her kindness not as weakness, but as the bloody superpower it is. Look, attracting toxic people is a bit like having a dodgy kebab. You know the kind. It looks tempting, smells delicious, and in the moment it feels like the best decision ever. You know it's bad for you, but sometimes you can't resist the allure. The greasy, tantalizing promise of satisfaction is hard to ignore. But just like that greasy takeaway, it leaves you feeling worse off in the long run. The initial pleasure quickly fades, replaced by regret and discomfort. So, what's the solution? Therapy, maybe? Self-help books could work. Or maybe, just maybe, it's about learning to love yourself, warts and all. Embracing every flaw, every imperfection, and realizing that you are enough, just as you are. Because when you truly value yourself, you won't tolerate anyone who doesn't do the same. You'll start to see your worth and demand the respect you deserve. It's about setting boundaries, finding your voice, and telling those toxic types to sling their hook. It's about standing up for yourself and not letting anyone dim your light. Remember, love, you deserve a life filled with people who lift you up, not drag you down. Surround yourself with those who celebrate your successes and support you through your struggles. You deserve a love story that's less horror movie, more romantic comedy. One filled with laughter, joy, and genuine connection. And trust me, that happy ending, it's worth fighting for. So keep moving forward, keep believing in yourself, and never settle for anything less than the happiness you deserve.